position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And here's the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Unloads quickly. Touchdown, LSU! First score of the game goes up. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Catch in the middle, it's Morton. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Henderson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harold. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distance.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Knight. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Blue. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotion.
There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to fire. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook look up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's the finish a drive and put up points.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Harrell. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the run, it's Henderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the back. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Morton.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been way too easy.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Tyler. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score.
Turning it on! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Caught over the middle. It's Morton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back open in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not...
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Got his man on the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Blue. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Knight. Under fire. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way.
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, LSU! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. One snap coming before they head to the locker room.
Second down coming up.
Gives it on the option. Looking for room at the 40. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Auburn, 21.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's blue. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking down the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Throwing right. This one's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 3:25. The play action fake. He turns that loose down the right side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That's caught. It's Overton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Continues to fight for yards. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's how you have a short minute. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Looking for a crease. It's Overton. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full account.
He's loose on the left. And the big game, they've got it on the 46. executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like a pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they do on third down.
Get set.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. On the move, it's Overton. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off. Give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were
all by himself down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
So here comes the Auburn offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The give out of the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Knight. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They want that clock to run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a gap, it's Henderson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
On to punt it away.
They kick it away on 4th down. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has